Dun, diddly-lin, dun, dun, dun. Oi! That little theme tune at the start. I wrote that. I performed the song, played the song, recorded it years ago on a Kindle Fire! That Kindle was on fire. How you doing? Yeah, I'm alright, am ya? Yeah, I'm busting for the loo, are you? Like some bloke done by my car just earlier on. Welcome to the West Midlands, Birmingham. Yeah, I'm alright. It's Saturday the 25th, and this is actually going to be quite a close one because, well, I'm recording it on the Saturday, and it'll go out Monday morning, ready for everyone for work to listen to at their pleasure. But listening to it, now, I've not advertised this. I've not actually put this on a actual broadcasted podcast. So your Google Podcasts, your Apple Podcasts, your Spotify, yeah, the list goes on. I haven't uploaded it to that. I've only just done it on two YouTube channels, which was the Adam Paul Morgan channel, when I talk about the this, that, the hoo-ha, and the general, what's been going on, and the new channel specifically for podcasting. That's it. All the podcasts will go on there, and it will get uploaded, but I want to get a bit of a library done first before it goes on to the podcast and things like that. But what I'm chuffed about, and thank you very much to those people who have been listening, I haven't advertised it at all. I haven't told anyone. I haven't gone onto websites to say, check this out, blah, blah, blah. I've just uploaded it. So thank you very much for, the 30 people? It doesn't sound like much. I wasn't expecting anyone to listen to it or watch, listen, whatever. So, yeah, I'm quite chuffed that, 14 people have checked out the podcast and where I'm going. So, yeah, pretty good. Nice bit of way to spend a bit of time rambling on. And I'm going to do little funny shorts as well on YouTube and wherever. Little shorts. And the first one was one of these spam callers. Oh, the spam callers, fraud callers, whatever they're called. I'll just call them spammers. I don't know what. Scammers. That's what people mostly call them, scammers. So, yeah, I had one of those the other day, and I thought, right, I'm going to put on the full-on Black Country accent, which is your yam-yam accent, your Dudley way, your Sandwell way, your Wassall way. Warsaw is a... Oh, God, how can I describe Warsaw? Have you watched The Last of Us? Or played The Last of Us? Yeah, Warsaw is like that. And I can't really say anything because I pretty much emigrated to that sort of area. But my area's not too bad. But yeah, it's terrible. So, I get one of these callers and I put on, yo, busted, like, how you doing, mucker? And they hung up before me. They did. They hung up before me. I love it when I get them to hang up. It's not my time I'm wasting. They're doing me a favour. I'm wasting their time, hopefully, so they're not going to try and scam someone else and rob them of quite a few £1,000 pretending to be the tax man or pretending to be, in this case, Curry's PC World. And if you don't know that, that is a electrical store, not Curry's as in chicken tikka masala. No, Curry's PC World. I think their customer services have got much better lately, but that's a whole nother matter. But going through this phone call, I got them to hang up. And you can see in YouTube, it's Adam Paul Morgan. If you type that in shorts, it'll come up somewhere. Or just hashtag it's Morgan, and it will be there. I don't really know how to explain how to get that on the search. But there is quite a thing going on with these scam calls. And I actually know a guy who got hooked by one of these scam calls. But he was a bit thick. Now, I know they go for vulnerable people, and vulnerable people do fall for these things, unfortunately. But this was a grown man. As far as I know, he doesn't have any sort of... what's the correct way of saying this? On the spectrum. But let's call him... Dave. Covers me back. He's not really Dave. And if you are a Dave who fell for one of these things, I'm sorry. But this guy is an idiot. This Dave. As I say, he's not really called Dave. From Wolverhampton, say no more. And he fell for one of these things, really fell for it. And basically he was told, look, your tax details are out of question. And he was a colleague of mine. And I thought, well, the company we worked for, on the ground, they wasn't very good, but they're sort of, you got paid on time and there was no issue with that or anything. I never had a problem with that, unlike some other companies I've worked for where there was an issue with pay. But this company I work for, very, very good. So there was no issue with pay. I had a bit of a tax problem myself, but that was when I first joined. All sorted within a few emails and a couple of phone calls. All done. But so there was no issue with that. But he fell for it. And they said, look, you need, on the phone to this guy, they were like, yeah, you need to pay £2,000. We need your details now so we can pay it, or the police will be coming for you right now. So like an idiot, straight out with a credit card, gives him his credit card details. While this is going on, my boss, I'm in the room with my boss at the time, she's phoning Dave to find out what the hell's going on. We can't get hold of him. And we get this, can I call you back? I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about this. Because we had a work phone and a personal phone. So we got him on the work phone. We're trying to ring him on his personal phone, but obviously he's engaged with one of these bastard scammers. Because they're all bastards. Talking about going on. And, and you can hear him talking to the guy or whoever it was on the other end. Oh, I'm allowed to mention this, because pretending they're from the government, British government tax people. I've never had a phone. Oh, thanks, mate. Put your bleaking reverse. Yeah, I'm in the car. And some guy's got his full-on hazard reversing lights. It's not even a big lorry. It's only a small Skoda. And he's got the reversing hazards. It must be a shit driver. Joys of working in public. Where am I? I'm working with Joe Public. Where was I? Yeah, we were phoning on. He was saying to my boss, who put it on speakerphone, very confidential, my former boss was, about things. She'd tell everyone everything. Going on about, I don't know if I could talk. And we're like, Dave, put the phone down. They're trying to con you. No, it's from the government. It's from the HMO tax people. It's the tax, the police are coming for me. Just put the phone down, Dave. They're trying to con you. But he'd already given the details out, didn't he? Like a mug. So we told him, look, you're going to have to get hold of the bank. I don't even know if they got any money out of him. In a way, I think they did. But with these scamming bastards, and it's the only way I can call them bastards, it's like fishing. They just keep throwing the hook in the river or lake. I don't know. I haven't been fishing in years. Let's call it a lake. Keep putting the hook in the lake. And eventually, they're going to get something. And this time, they got a Dave. Bastard scammers. Bastards, the lot of them. It's the only way I could describe them. Absolute fucking bastards. But there's a lot of people whinging lately. A bit of a hoo-ha about Roald Dahl's novels. Now, fantastic children's books. Probably the best children's books I've ever read. And I bought them recently, and I'll tell you why. Because of what's going on. But I was drinking a glass of red wine last night, and I was reading Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And I very much enjoyed myself reading that book while on the wine. I think some of the children's books are better than some of the adult books at the moment. Do I want to be, read a silly story or read something serious, like a Jack Ryan novel or a Chris Ryan, or there's a Ryan. There's always one of these sort of men action novel thrillers, espionage. There's always a Ryan. Chris Ryan, Jack Ryan. There's always a Ryan. But they're all very good stories anyway. But I prefer these children's ones. But the reason I bought them, that and the Twits, because this week there's been a hoo-ha how they're going to change the words. Because, people might get offended by the term ugly. Yeah, so I bought the Twits. I checked that the word ugly was in there, and it was. Only to find out when I got home that the publishers announced that they're going to be releasing the classic ones without the offensive words, ugly. And I was like, I've just bought these books. But then I enjoyed them. But that made me think, if the wokey-woke culture wants everything changed, like not even use the term ugly, it's like, I don't know, let's name something ugly. Something I think's ugly that won't really offend people. The Nissan Juke, that is an ugly car. It is. Don't like it. Ugly car. But can I use the term ugly to describe something? Yes, I can. So if the wokey-woke people want it changed, the word ugly, I'm not allowed to use the word ugly, are they going to change Predator for that famous quote at the end of the film? You are one ugly motherfucker. Are they going to change that because it offends someone that Arnold, or Dutch, is it Dutch? Yeah, Dutch, is calling an alien creature, or a very tall bloke in a costume, an ugly motherfucker? Are we going to change that? I hope not, but it's on Disney Plus, but I've got it on DVD. Try changing that. Yeah. Try changing that. And I bought Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and the Twits. I need to find out. No, they weren't going to do them. They're bringing out the classic collection, all in one volume, without any alterations or edits from the original published works. And I was like, well, with the state of inflation going on, I'm kind of glad I bought them because I had a bit of a discount. I used whatever reward points I had for that particular store and got the money off. So 2 children's books that are going to go up in value for £5. It's not bad. You can hunt your charity shops, but they're never going to be more than that. Never. Is it me, or, let's be honest, is the superhero films, let's be honest, just going a bit downhill lately. Now, there's a few that are coming out, and I've just seen an article, how true it is, I don't know, about the new Aquaman. Apparently people are walking out of the test screenings, which is not good. So, that seems to be a bit, Marvel phase, whatever's going on with that. The Marvel Cinematic Universe. All right? Ant-Man and the whatever, the third Ant-Man film. Yeah, that's come out, and I've not read a good review about it. Not one. So, I'm presuming it's a bit crap. I haven't seen it myself, but I'm presuming it's a bit crap. What's going on with the DC Cinematic Universe at the moment, I can't even make the mind up who's going to be the Batman. How many Batmans we got? Michael Keaton's coming back. I'm quite happy about that, to be honest. Ben Affleck is going to be in it, apparently. I don't know, I can't keep up. There's rumours that George Clooney's coming back. There's Michael Keaton. Who is Batman at the moment? The only way I saw someone in an interview or something like that describe it as, it's like Macbeth. There's thousands of plays of Macbeth, and there's always somebody different who plays Macbeth. And that's a good way of going about looking at the Batman, in my mind, of who's playing the Batman. But are they going to be any good? Is this Flash film going to be any good? Don't know, not seen it. I saw Black Panther and Wakanda Forever. Now, I thought that was okay. Wasn't great, but I thought it was okay. Not as good as the first one. The first one was brilliant. And you know what I liked about the first Black Panther film? It had nothing to do with the infinity blah, 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 blah. It was just, it felt like its own story inside this wonderful world of Wakanda. I'd like to go there on my holidays one day. It looks a nice place. They're doing nice chicken and barbecues, and I imagine there's nice little cocktails and all that, but respect to the locals in Wakanda. Now, I'm going to use Wakanda when it comes to the next travel agents, which I'll go on to in a bit. But the superhero film, I think it's on its arse and it's on its way out. I really do, because there's nothing really good. The last good one was The Batman. With Robert Pattinson, another emo Batman, another Batman. God, how many Batmans are there? There's too many. I think there's too many going on at once. It sells, but that was good. The Robert Pattinson one was good. I haven't watched The Suicide Squad. Just put the in front of everything now. It's Morgan's podcast. It's the Adam Morgan podcast. We've got the cut. What else we got? The Cinematic Universe. The Ant-Man and the Wasp. So what you got to do? The THE. The. And you got a whole new thing. The Alien. The Predator. Jesus, that was on its arse as well. Was it The Predator? Prey was fantastic. Prey was a fantastic film. Rambling. I was going on about superhero films. I don't know. It was whatever it was on Disney Plus. Films. I'm sort of trying to avoid the superhero films now because I've got the Disney Plus. And all these TV shows and all that, they were a bit crap. They weren't great. They were a bit crap. What was it? Winter Soldier and the Falcon and Winter Soldier, I can't remember which one. That was a bit crap. It was all right, but it weren't great. It wasn't like, oh my God. It wasn't world-changing. It was too serious. It was trying to be too serious for what it was, I think, compared to the rest of it. What else have you got? WandaVision. That fell on its arse towards the end. It was like a mystery, but it just fell on its arse. She-Hulk. I kind of like that one, if I'm honest. But I didn't like it right up until the end, when they basically just admitted, yeah, we've given up. We can't think of anything. All their budget's gone into whatever. I don't know what it was, but it was just like the fourth wall breaking on that was just a bit too far. But that was just me. I've got the thing. Oh, it's not HBO. If you're in America, it's not HBO Max. It's called something Now TV, where all the... If you're going to watch anything like HBO, like The Last of Us or Game of Thrones or House of Dragons, anything like that, if you're going to watch them, you've got to watch it on Sky Telly or Now TV service. So I've got that. I've got the Peacemaker programme. I might give that a go. But I haven't watched, as I say, I haven't watched The Suicide Squad, but I have watched those Honest Trailer ones. They're pretty good. Quite amusing. But no, I'm getting fed up of the superhero genre. What do you think? Leave a comment below. Nah, don't bother. Don't waste your time. You can if you want, but don't bother. Like, share and subscribe. No, you don't have to. You really don't have to. But it's awkward for me at the moment because, right, I'm recording this in public on the Saturday. And it's going to be broadcasted 8 a.m. British Standard Time in the UK. 8 o'clock in the morning on both channels if everything's up and running. So all good. But let's say I talk about someone who has made it into the media recently. Let's talk about Harry and Meghan. Their South Park thing. They want privacy tour. I haven't seen the episode, but I've watched the clip where they're on the talk show, and I probably haven't watched anything quite as funny for some time. Particularly when he brings out the Canadian television host brings out the book. Oh, hello, this is your new book. It's called Wah. I was on the floor crying with laughter about that one. But I'm not going to get into them. I'm just using them as an example because they've cropped up, surprise, surprise, in the news recently. And I thought, all right, I'm going to talk about them. But here's the weird thing, the disadvantage of not doing anything live. I'm going to talk about them now. And yes, as an example, yeah, if they want privacy, don't go writing the book. It's because they just need the money now. They want the privacy, go and have it. Go and disappear into the mystical world and enjoy life, okay? That's my opinion on it. But let's say something tragic happens to these individuals by Monday. I've got some editing to do, if that is the case. I don't wish ill will or anyone, but it is a situation that could happen. What if someone was talking about the Queen on that Thursday? And then London Bridge has fallen, and in the afternoon it was announced that Her Majesty the Queen had passed away. And you recorded that podcast Thursday morning, ready to go out Friday afternoon. It can happen. So that's why I've got to be very careful. Everyone has, you know. I think, I'm not being ill to Harry and Meghan. I don't know what the crack is. Personally, I just want to ignore them. They want privacy, they can have it. I don't really want to know. And that's another subscription thing I've got to sign up to watch, because I quite like to watch that episode, to be honest. And the new Top Gun, which I haven't seen yet, away from the superhero genre, is also on there. I'd quite like to watch that. Again, I've heard 80% of people say it's good, and I've heard 20% of people say it's... But there's only one person who can really judge a film, and that's yourself. Not some overpaid critic who's never made a film in their life. Not some bloke who said the Tom Cruise Mummy film was good. That film was crap. I'm sorry, it was crap. So it's the only way to go about it is your own opinion. Watch it if it's your general interest. I'll give it a go, and I'll see what it's like. Myself, I'll let you know next week if I get around to watching it, because I've got too much to do. I've got to edit this in case, I've got to edit this if anything happens in the news. Hope not. But I'm just, using Harry and Meghan as an example. They're public figures. Something about them was this week, and something might happen to them. I hope not. I don't wish ill on anyone. Well, I do, but not them. Never met them. I've met their security team, and I do not want to mess with them. Long story. When they came to Birmingham that one year. That's a different matter. It's weird. By the way, has anyone got this far? If you do, just say, yeah, I got this far in the comments on the YouTube channel. Be nice to know. Just you don't have to like. In fact, dislike the video. I don't care. Like the video. You don't have to like. I don't care what you do. like, share and subscribe and tell all your friends. And no. Just leave a little comment to say, yeah, you got this far in a video. So I think I'm done. I'll put it together and I'll get it out ready for Monday morning. Because you could be at work. School children are back at school this week. Parents, have fun. Have fun with the traffic. Oh, God. I'm not looking forward to it. But the afternoons will be clear. But hey, right, that's me done for another week. Or when until the next one. There's going to be at least one weekly. Again, if you got this far, just put a comment below just saying you got this far. Let me know if I'm wasting my time. Dislike the video for all I care. Like it. I don't know. I just need to know if people have got this far. Then again, it's all in the analytics. I know how far people have got for the 2 podcasts so far with the 28. I think it's 28 views in total, which I'm quite chuffed about considering I didn't advertise. It's going around in circles now. But anyway, if you did get this far, thank you very much. If you didn't, I'm just talking to myself. But goodbye, everyone. Until the next time, I hope you enjoyed. Ta-ta.